This is a 2026 Ford Explorer Tremor. Now guys, the saying goes, you can't ride it this good. We just placed this Explorer in some off-road terrain to try to make it a better video, and we quickly sunk. We just went through the Texas ice and the vehicle sunk down. So we got a little mud on the tires, not too bad. This Explorer does very well. So we decided to pull it out because we were getting our feet wet, we were getting our shoes all dirty, and we didn't want to get the new Explorer dirty. But guys, this is the 2026 Ford Explorer Tremor. Let's dive right in. Now in the past, we had the Explorer and the Timberline of vehicles. So you had Timberline Expedition and Explorer, which were meant to be a little more of like that off-road package, but Ford went away with that line of model, and now they brought the Tremor package to their SUV lineup. So let's talk about this Explorer. The color that you're looking at here is called Marsh Gray. It's exclusive color, it looks really good. And you're gonna notice immediately all of those electric spice accents, which are a signature feature of it being a Tremor model. All right, let's talk about some features that are exclusive to the Tremor package on the Explorer, starting with the front here. The first thing you're gonna notice again is those electric spice accents. Right built into the grille, you have LED lights. So I know with off-road vehicles, you tend to put some off-road lights, you put some ditch lights, you put some yellow ambers to see through the dust. This comes with some built-in LEDs into the grille, which I think is pretty cool. It's using that open space that comes from the vehicle and integrating lights into it. Down below, you're gonna notice that you have two recovery points or two tow hooks in the front that are also painted in electric spice. And you actually have a higher lift to the vehicle, so you can have better approach angles and departure angles when you are off-roading. So in order for all of that to make sense, let's walk around over here. So you can actually see this Explorer sits 1 inch higher than your standard Explorer. And that's so you're able to clear the bigger tires. It is riding on the Bridgestone dual all-terrain tires. And as you can see, you got these gloss black wheels with the electric spice accents. And the cool thing about the accent that it's actually on where the valve stem is. So you can easily locate where your valve stem is so you can air up or air down going on and off the trail. Now, along with the 1 inch lift, you also get Tremor specific springs, anti-roll bars or anti-sway bars, and underbody protection. So this suspension isn't just a lift. Everything is designed for the Explorer Tremor package for it to be Tremor specific. Now, as we make our way around to the back of the vehicle, again, you're gonna see the same wheel and tire combination over here in the back. You can see that mud that we got on there. Rolling back here, you are gonna see that Tremor nameplate. You get that badge right there on the back of the lift gate. And you also get those different Tremor specific bumpers with electric spice accents. Now again, you have a better departure angle with this rear bumper than you would on a standard Explorer or an ST model. The only thing I would have liked to see is recovery points in the rear. So we got those two recovery points in the front of the Tremor. I would have liked to see two in the rear. And you also get your exhaust right here. So from an off-road standpoint, if it were me, I don't think I would have the exhaust so low, but again, you can only do so much. But that's gonna round out the exterior. On the roof, you also get your roof rack here, so you can actually attach a basket or you can attach your luggage up here to the top of the Explorer, nice and sturdy. And that's really gonna round out the exterior of the Explorer. All right, now let's talk about the power. Let's talk about what's under the hood of the Explorer. Now, this specific model is actually powered by the 2.3 liter EcoBoost. Now you get put that right there. You get two engine options on the Explorer Tremor, the 2.3 liter and the 3 liter EcoBoost. Now that 3 liter EcoBoost for you Explorer lovers out there is actually the same 3 liter that's in the Explorer ST model. So you are able to get the Tremor package with the 3 liter, 400 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque in this model. So I think that's really cool. And that's what's under the hood. It's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and the Tremor does come with a limited slip rear differential as well. All right, that's gonna wrap up all the exterior features. We talked about powertrain. Let's go ahead and jump on the inside and talk about the inside features, creature comforts, and technology. All right, we are inside the 2026 Ford Explorer Tremor. First thing you're gonna notice on the interior, even on the door panels, is you are gonna get that orange or electric spice stitching all throughout the interior of the cabin to include the steering wheel. Now it's cold out here, all right? So one of my favorite creature comforts so far is gonna be those heated seats and heated steering wheel. And this feels really nice. It's also got that partial flat bottom like I've spoken about in the Mustangs and some other vehicles. I really enjoy that. Now, we are talking about the winter. If it's the summer in Texas, it gets really hot. So it does have cooled front seats as well. And don't worry, the passengers aren't forgotten about. The rear seats are captain's chairs and they're also heated, but they are not cooled. Now, just like every other Explorer, you're going to get the 12.3 digital gauge cluster and the 13.2-inch infotainment system here. Now, it might be a little hard to see on camera, but that gauge cluster is crystal clear and it looks really nice. This Tremor does not have the Sun and Sound package, for example. So to get the upgraded B&O sound system and to get the sunroof, it is going to be an upgraded package on top of the Explorer Tremor. So this one does not have a sunroof on the interior. Now, some other technology features you get include Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Everything works seamlessly in this display. Now, I do got to give you guys a heads up. I do own a Ford Explorer ST. So this is basically a Ford Explorer ST, just the off-road version. Now, I didn't realize that we didn't talk about or show the front grille lights and how they turn on. Now, that is a little tricky if you don't know how to do it, because simply turning on the off-road light button doesn't just do it. So when you go to your vehicle here, you're going to see you have your little Explorer right here, which is pretty cool. You're going to go over to lighting, and that is where you have the option to turn off your off-road lights. So when you hit this option, they won't simply just turn on. You actually have to move your headlamps from auto to on, and then these will turn on once you turn on the high beams. And you see the little figure right here, it actually turns on as you turn them on. So this feature is only available, those front grille lights only turn on when you turn on your high beams and your lights are in the on mode, not the auto mode. And they look pretty sharp out front. You want to check it out? So as you can see out here, we've got not just the headlamps on, we also have the high beams on, and when you turn your high beams on, your fog lights turn off. But now you can actually use the built-in grille lights, which are kind of like trail lights. But Brian, I don't always want these exposed, or how do I protect them when I'm driving down I-35 or down the toll road and there's a gravel truck in front of me? Well, they actually have these rubber covers that fit right in here and cover your lights and protect them. I think ours are inside the vehicle right now, but when they're not in use, you just cover those up. For example, we just took a trip up north and the snow covered the headlamps on the 250. So if you're going to use these, and let's say you're driving in snow or some weather like that, you can actually cover them up and then uncover them when you actually need to use them. It'll keep the light protected. So really neat feature of the Tremor. I like how they have that built in. Now in the rear of the Tremor, you've got these two captain's chairs that are actually a really nice touch. They have folding down armrests. You can see that Tremor logo embossed into the back of the seat. And as I mentioned before, these two seats back here, they are heated so your passengers are comfortable. Moving into the third row seat, we have it folded down currently, but you can actually get a good amount of storage back there, or you can auto power them back up and you can actually get some more passengers back there as well. Now everyone's got a cup holder. There's USB-C power outlets in the rear as well as the front right here, and a 120 volt, 150 watt power outlet here for the passengers as well. You know, I love this thing because I got one. So it works, dude. Now we're gonna move into the rear of the Explorer. One thing I want to point out, at first you kind of want to put your hand right in the dead center here to lift up the tailgate, but that's actually your rear view camera right there. You'll see a little arrow below the R that tells you that's where the button is. You hit the button, the automatic lift gate starts going up, and that's how you get into the rear. Now if you want to lock the vehicle, there's a lock button here, and if you want to lower the lift gate, you just hit the lower lift gate button here. Now as I was talking about, you got your power rear folding seats. You actually have the space down here as well, where you can actually put some more stuff. You've got your tire inflator kit there as well. So lots of storage space. Let's put these seats up. Right there, you got your power folding seats coming up. The only thing you manually have to do is lift the headrest just like this. And just like that, you're ready to transport more passengers, and you still have plenty of room for some of your groceries or some personal items right here. But that's gonna wrap up the rear of the Explorer. Bam. So you got all the off-road capability. You've got storage, you can transport your family. This is probably the most prepared adventure vehicle, in my opinion, that you can buy right now. Now, if you have a bigger family, there is an Expedition Tremor option, but if your family is not that big, I think this offers plenty of versatility and room and horsepower and capability to get you to that cabin, to take you camping, to get you to the river, you name it. But guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video on the 2026 Ford Explorer Tremor with the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you wanna know more about the Explorer Tremor, or I didn't answer any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Hopefully at this point we earned a subscribe. We're trying to cover all the vehicles at the dealership, from horsepower to off-road to daily driver. Now remember, if you guys want an Explorer, if you want an Expedition, if you want a Tremor, if you're looking for a specific engine package combined, you can always order a brand new vehicle at Leif Johnson Ford. We don't charge over MSRP on new vehicle orders. That's it, guys. I hope you liked today's video. Until next time, peace out.